Okay, it's raining. It means we can't meet him. Who you say? This guy. This guy always show up at rain times. If it's not raining, he will not showing up. Check out on your gameplay. Hi there. Do you need something? Nothing really. Isn't this where I first? First? What are you talking about? Oh, is this about the part-time job? Sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Go somewhere else. Do you know Namatame? Do you know Adachi? Do you know Namatame? What? Ah, this is real murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? But the case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Something else I can help you with? Have you met those two? Well, that's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but I might have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. But it's not like I knew them personally. If you got nothing else, you mind leaving me alone? Oh, you still need something? Hey, I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? I'm done now. Did you do anything to them? Sorry I bother you. Did you do anything to them? Huh? Those two? Ah, that's right. I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I greeted them, saying, "Welcome to Inaba." But that's all. Just that. What about it? Oh, nothing? What did you do to me? Sorry, never mind. What did you do to me? What did I do? Don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to the town and did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you. That's all. Remember? We talked for a couple minutes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Why all this question? Is there something that bothering you about the time when we first met? Yes, there is. Are you? Did you give me the power? Amazing. You reached me at last. Let's drop this charade. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened that power within you three. The one who had potential. But having said that, I am rather surprised.
You really are troublesome. Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life.
Stunted dwarf? Stunted dwarf? Are you talking about Murray? So you're the one behind everything. I heard about you. Are you talking about Murray?
It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life? She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Hmm? Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you.
Got it from Marie. What about it? Why do you laugh? You got it from Marie.
Yes, I know. After all, it is a symbol of separation, which is why I gave it to her as we parted ways.
Remember that Kanji's mother mentioned that when you visit Taxumi Textile with Mari, it's an old belief that combs have the power to cause separation.
How foolish. That comb was a curse, and to think she treasured it all this time. She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get.
I will not forgive you. Don't you look down on Marie. You messed with me as well. Don't you look down on Marie.
And what are you going to do about it? The last battle wasn't enough for you. You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
What do you mean? Why did you choose me? Are you?
You must know by now. Isn't that why you came?
You're another part of Marie?
Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
Crap. You felt an extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined, enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?
And everything. To learn the truth. I don't really know. To learn the truth.
What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal. I am Izanami.
Izanami, damn it!
Ameno-sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
Waiting where? One you just encountered was the entity behind everything. Name is Izanami. You can hear your friend's voice in the distance.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to? Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
Told your girlfriend what happened between you and the gas station attendant.
So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world? If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time. All right, then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Juness.
You have finally discovered the true cause of everything that happened. You must defeat this Izanami who waits for you in that other world. If Izanami truly gave birth to Ameno-sagiri, then as long as Izanami is left alone, the town will definitely fall into the fog again someday. And if that were to happen, everyone, all those precious to you, would become mere shadows. This is the most important task you have faces, and it must be taken care of before leaving town. You must ensure complete peace for this town where you live with everyone. How wonderful! You have created true connection with each and every social link there is. This is not something that just anyone can accomplish. You are indeed the person I imagined you to be. Your world, I wonder what it is like. If it's possible, I would like to take me there. I would like you to take me there with you and show it to me. Please accept this. I spent many long hours making it. This will certainly protect you in my stead. Sip Mandala Room. Here, everyone at the food court, yes.
All right!
This is finally it. So many things have happened up until now, but now we'll beat this Izanami and put an end to this. Right? Yes, but since we're spread out all over town until a moment ago, let's go over what happened. This is the last measure that must be taken. We need to make sure that we end this properly. Come from the situation, what will you ask about? Izanami. We thought Ameno-sagiri was behind everything, but it turned out there was something behind it too. And that something was a guy at the gas station? I can't believe she was disguised as a gas station attendant smack in the middle of town. Does that mean she knew you and Dojima-san would stop by there on that day he came to Inaba? I guess it is the best place to greet people from out of town, but then did she come into contact with Adachi and Namatame also at a different place and disguised as someone else? Who the hell is this Izanami? Izanami and Ameno-sagiri. Those names would be familiar to students of ancient Japanese mythology. You're saying she's a god? Like that's possible. This reminds me, remember the persona that Adachi summoned? I don't know how to pull it, but I tell you it was kinda like the persona that you first called. Izanagi, was it? Izanagi, also the name of a god in the same legend. Since both of them awakened with the same push from the same individual, their power may have been similar. Persona is one heart-given form. The image of God and mythical being were created by humans, so if the persona resembled them, there may be a connection there, since the enemy ring over that world called itself Izanami. Oh yeah, we were taught that Izanagi and Izanami's name originate from the word Izanao, meaning to invite. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this, but Namatame-san, Detective Adachi, Yukun, and even us, were we invited to play our part in this case, as if there was some deeper meaning behind it all. Deeper meaning? I don't really get it. But if she's trying to mess everything up, I can't let that happen. We gotta defeat her. What will you ask about? The push I got. By facing our own shadow on that side, we awakened to our persona abilities. However, that did not apply to you, senpai. Yeah, even before all this persona stuff, you could stick his hand into a TV. I guess the Satonaka Izanami claimed that she's personally awakened by his power. The same holds true for Namatame and Adachi. She selected 3 outsiders to bestow powers upon, and watch what would transpire from there. Well, now that we know all this, we just gotta beat the hell out of Izanami. Let's hurry and get this over with. You, going back home tomorrow. What will you ask about? Midnight Channel. The rumor about the Midnight Channel? It may be that this Izanami was the one who originally spread them. Neither Ameno-sagiri nor the Shadow have taken a single step outside the other world. Simply put, the only one who could have spread the rumor was someone who had come from there. The more it got passed around, the more extra junk got added to it, like one big game of telephone. That's where all the you have to watch it alone and the one who appears as your soulmate stuff came from. Since it took place on a TV, we never considered the possibility that the image broadcast on the Midnight Channel could vary from viewer to viewer. But whenever he talked about what we saw afterward, there were never any inconsistencies. What changed according to each person was most likely the image clarity. Yeah, I can think of a few places where they might happen. When Saki-senpai appeared, I was the first one who was positive it was her. For Yukiko, it was Chie. And for Kanji, it was Yukiko that said who the person on the TV was. I thought because each of us has a strong attachment to the victim, we linked the TV image to them in our head. I bet we actually saw a clearer image on the TV than anyone else. The same could probably be said for Namatame. That's why he was always a step ahead of us. I thought it was because he knew the area well as a delivery man, but I was teamed at how fast he identified Nanako-chan. Since he was a savior, he must have seen Nanako-chan's image from the very beginning. Alright, but who cares about the details? You senpai is leaving tomorrow, right? Should we really be wasting time like this? Yeah, he's right. Let's hurry and defeat this Izanami. Let's see. Enter the TV.
I'll do my very best!
My very best. Okay, this is the end. Once you enter, you cannot go out. And this is one extra dungeon, man. It's one extra dungeon. It's not like a boss battle only. It's a dungeon, alright.
I sense a tremendous presence. It's unlike anything we had faced. And it seems like a new area has formed.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there. That reminds me. That Ameno something we beat said stuff like, "We'll meet again." If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
Damn straight. Let's go snap that thing in two. We'll do it and give Senpai a big farewell tomorrow.
Let's do our best like always, leader.
It is kinda sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this. You know, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but it was a lot of fun.
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way, I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Right! All for one and one for all!
So long as someone's got your back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future!
Our future.
So we can see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
Ew.
You.
Yosuke always has to try to make himself look all cool. But he's so pathetic it makes my skin crawl.
What the hell, Teddie?
Probably just fleas on your ratty old suit. I spilled juice on you earlier.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Well then, let's do this!
Let's do this! I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. So this is the last time I'll help you catch the bad guy. Sensei, good luck. Yep. Seems to be enjoying it. Huh? The fox is holding something. Yep. Kung Fu costume. I wonder if you want to give it to us. You like stuff like this, don't you, Chie? Why don't you wear it? I'm sure it'll look good on you. Oh, sure. It's not what I usually wear, but... Hey, this is actually pretty cool, huh? They don't sell this, and I've never had the chance to wear something like this. I always want to try it. Thanks, Foxy. Huh? What about me? You have anything for me? Nothing? Oh. Alright, time to settle the score, senpai. Alright, let's do it, you. This is our grand finale. This will really be the end, for sure. Don't worry, if anyone can do this, it's us. I'm ready to go, Sensei. Rawr. I'm on, fire up. Let's finish this with a bang. Let's go, Yusan. This will be our final battle. This is it, huh, Yukiko? Let's give it to our all. Okay guys, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see you again on the next episode. Have a nice day.